Division I state championship. Palo Alto won the first set 25-17. In the second set, Marymount led 14-10 and 16-12, and they let it get away. Jim Watson and Olympic gold medalist Dane Blanton courtside at Concordia University. Palo Alto looking to go back-to-back. They are the defending state champions, and now they are just one set away from being state champions in both 2010 and 2011. How does Marymount come back from that, Dane? Because that was their set.
Yeah, I thought they had really gotten back on track here in the second set, and then they let that thing get away. Now their backs are up against the wall here in the third set. They're going to have to raise their level. They let Palo Alto off the hook. Like you said, they had that nice little lead. It looked like they were in control, but what they have to do is settle down once again, play the volleyball that they know they're capable of playing by starting with serve-receive.
Palo Alto, 12 kills from Wade, 6 from Coopy, 5 from Caroline Martin. Marymount, 7 from McLaren, 6 from Williams, Manon, and Edwards. So it's balanced for Marymount, but it's scoreboard for Palo Alto, 2-0. Short floaty. Knowles had to come running in to get it.
Caroline Martin coming in from the right side. She's more of the quiet leader. She's not very vocal. She just gets it done by example. Coming in from the right side, cutting it nicely, angle cross court.
And now Martin has 6 kills. Lauren, the back set to Katie Edwards, turn back, another big block, Caroline Martin.
Caroline Martin on fire right now. She's the captain.
She was a little boisterous after that one, and then look, she calms herself back down.
Right.
And says, oh, that's right, I'm an introvert.
Right. I'm the quiet leader.
Moy McLaren trying to take some frustration out, but it was untouched and out of bounds. Marymount just can't get anything going. They had a little bit of a run there to start the second set. Dave Wynn says this could be a short night. Four to 1 Palo Alto.
Yeah, that's very uncharacteristic. Seeing Manon kind of shank that ball off to the right. Tough serve right there by number 20, Jackie Koenig.
Koenig now serving, and she just got a little lackadaisical.
Yeah.
She didn't throw that ball up enough and just kind of slapped at it. She knows. Dave Wynn tells her as she runs by, but she already knew it herself. Carrie Klein knows it's now or never for the Sailors. Wade. And that ball might have been out. But again, how many can you let go? Moy McLaren had to play it.
Yeah, I think they've done a good job, Marymount has, adjusting to Melanie Wade. It's the rest is very well balanced. They don't just rely on Wade.
Back row attack, Moy McLaren. Martin gonna dig another one. Now they go cross court away from her.
Katie Edwards once again, right side. She's been playing solid from start to finish. It just needs to start to spread to everyone else on that Marymount team.
And Katie Edwards loved running that X, that slide where she cuts off the back of the setter and hits that on a run. Just like that. For Wade, that's the play right there. Yeah. The biggies like that because they get to extend those legs.
That all started with Shelby Knowles, the libero in the backcourt. A tough serve coming right at her, and she passes it to perfection.
Wade now with 13 kills in the semifinals against Menlo Atherton. And remember, that was a 3-and-out. Wade had 18 kills and 5 blocks in a 3-set match. You can do the math in your head, right? 18 kills, 3 sets. It's 6 kills a set and almost 2 blocks. And that was it at the gym at Palo Alto. And they're unbelievable at home. At home, over the last 2 seasons, this team was 76-4. And they play some great teams in their home barn.
Becca Raffle and Kimmy Whitson up on the block on the outside right there. Timing is perfect. They jump, they're synchronized, and they get the block.
Marymount making some substitutions. Kathleen Harris is coming into the game in the back row, trying to mix things up a little bit. They are running out of rope. Boy, McLaren had to come all the way in and slid on her hands. And again, Kimmy Whitson leaves it short. Twice she has done that, both times from off the net, and both times she left it short.
Yeah, she's just trying to be a little bit too aggressive, trying to throw it down with a sharp trajectory. She has to loop it a little bit deeper in the court.
But I do it more on a play like that, and I know that sometimes they read it that way, but you have options. You can go left, right, or middle.
Yeah, I completely agree. That was the opportune time to do it.
And it's pretty tough when you're 5 feet off the net.
But that's the thing, when the ball is passed close, most of the blockers are expecting it a little bit more.
Wade, right into the block. Williams was there. And Manon. And Paly's going to call a timeout now, protecting a 1-point lead in the third set. Palo Alto leads 2-0.
There you see Melanie Wade getting blocked again. Marymount's made some great adjustments on her, and they've had a lot of success. It's just the other players that are giving Marymount some headaches. Marymount still hasn't played, I don't believe, to their potential, and it's been a long season.
They just started to get there, I don't know, for about 10 points there in the second set, and then they lost it again. I don't want to use the word disinterested, but they just don't seem like they're all there tonight. That they're engaged in this, where Palo Alto, everybody's talking to each other. They're all looking in one another's eyes. They're reacting to one another. They're reading and feeling one another. It's just, there's a contrast between the approaches of these two teams, and it's obvious.
Well, I think it's that experience. Palo Alto, a lot of the players have already been there, and the players that haven't know the other ones have, and they're just following their lead.
That's a good point.
Whereas Marymount, they don't have that experience of being at this level. You know, their coach has been there 5 times, but can she pull them up? And they have been so much shell-shocked is what we've seen.
Yeah, the school, Marymount, has actually appeared in 6 state finals, and they've won every time. They're 6-0 in state finals, but it dates back 91, 2000, 2001, 2002, 2003. They won 4 in a row. The latest was in 2006. None of these players were on campus. Williams tipped it, and somehow they get it back across, but it's 4 hits. So again, Williams converts. So it seems obvious, but if Williams is paying off, don't you just keep pulling that lever?
Yeah, that's what I would do. She's jumping well. She's putting the ball away what looks pretty easily. Little roll shot there. Maddie Coopy, another smart shot. She's just really done it all. You know, she's kind of that secret weapon. You focus everything on Melanie Wade, but it's Maddie Coopy is the one you got to watch out for.
Sneaky good. And Coopy's got good size as well. She's 6'2". Now she's at the net to block. On that side, though, it was Martin and Koenig.
Yeah, Martin so close. You saw her try to funnel that ball back into the court, and that's one of the hardest things when you're blocking out on the pin is to target block back in the court so it doesn't block out of bounds.
Back set to the back row, Wade. Confusion all over the place for Marymount. Remember, they've got a few new players on the court. So some people playing out of position. And Manon gets a break there on the roll over the tape.
Yeah, Manon, you'll take whatever you can get right there. Wasn't pretty, but it just trickled over the net for the kill.
Carly Wagenbach is setting right now for Marymount. Koenig. There's Wagenbach with the dig. There's Coopy off the block. Maddie Coopy. She's actually the team's leading hitter.
Yeah.
In terms of hitting percentage, of course, it's Wade who averages many more kills per game. But I think it's because she doesn't get as many arm swings, as many attempts, and she makes the most of those. And she gets an ace from the service line.
She's definitely capitalizing. You know, when they played in the Northern Final in their last match, she just was really, you know, focused on, there's only a few matches left. You got to bring it. You got to leave it all on the court, and that's what she's doing.
She's got 58 aces now after that last one. Short set to Edwards, covered. Knowles, easy play. Whitson goes across with the left. You know, sometimes Whitson could be a little cavalier with her attempts. She has some why not shots. And I know that's part of her game. And sometimes those why not shots find a place on the floor. But there was no reason to take that chance at that point. It's got a good call for a double hit right there.
Yeah, she's just kind of that smooth player. You know, that's exactly what head coach Wynn said. He described her as being very smooth. She's headed to Pacific. She's got a great jump serve. You know, she's smart. And sometimes she thinks a little too much, you know, and does a little more than is needed. But just a great setter, though.
Yeah. Kimmy Whitson was a honorable mention All-American. That's how good she is. Against Menlo Atherton in the semifinals, 36 assists and 4 blocks, and again, it was in 3. Wade, off the block of Edwards. Edwards is 6'2", but when she goes up against 6'5" Wade, she doesn't look so big.
Right. It's not often that you face 6'5" coming at you at 6'2", especially. It's a bit of a surprise when you see a player 3 inches taller.
Wade's got 14 kills. Edwards, and that was set right into the block. All she could do was tip it into the block, and Caroline Martin just measured her. Martin only goes 5'9", but look at her get up right here to challenge.
Yeah, she gets up well, and then she puts it away. They say she's the quiet leader, but she's very emotional tonight, leaving it all out on the court, really trying to pump up her team, and it seems to be working.
Another service error for Palo Alto. Dave Wynn looking very calm and confident on the Palo Alto bench. Paly won the first 2 sets, tied at 13 here. Wade. And that's a double hit again on Whitson. They've gotten Whitson out for 2 double hits in this set. Got to refocus. She goes over and slaps hands with Wade and says, my bad. I'm going to go right back to you. Watch. She told her again, I think. Let's see if number 9 goes. Not going to get the opportunity there. She felt so bad, she apologized twice.
I don't think she's accustomed to making errors like that.
Manon.
Wow, that was just a wild pass in the backcourt by Christine Irvin, just to keep that ball alive, and then Manon putting it away. It's like a one-handed stab, last-minute decision by Christine Irvin, and it pays off.
Marymount gets a nose in front. Gives it right back.
Yeah, a couple of crucial service errors. We saw that when they had the lead at 14, and now we see it again.
Manon now leads Marymount with 9 kills. It was McLaren was 7 for so long, but we haven't even heard from her in a while. They've gone away from McLaren.
Well, if anything's going to happen, it's going to happen right now for Marymount. This is where they have to really mount a charge. They're 9 points away from pushing this to a 4th set. They have to start pulling away now, because you don't want to go to the end of this set being too tight. And another big block at the net.
Martin. Oh, excuse me, it's Kimmy Whitson. Well, I'll tell you what, if Palo Alto was in the gym for the Division II championship, they saw what happened. La Costa Canyon got out to 2 easy wins and was ahead in the 3rd. In fact, got all the way to a state championship point and could not put Presentation High School from San Jose away. And what happened? Presentation clawed back, won the 3rd, dominated, won the 4th easily, and then won 15-9 in the 5th. So they stole the championship right back from La Costa Canyon. Now Palo Alto, with a huge mental error, they're out of rotation. And they're going to get penalized a point for it.
Wow, that was interesting. Out of rotation, ends up being Marymount's serve, and they lose the point. Coach Wynn is up trying to figure it out.
Well, he's got his clipboard in his hand, and I'm sure he's got all his rotations. And he's either applauding the effort or saying, I got it right here. We were in rotation. But normally isn't that normally brought to the official's attention by the opposite bench? Don't they notice that and tend to speak up a little bit?
Yeah, you want to clue the ref into it.
Yeah. And see, all of a sudden now Palo Alto has lost it. They got a little lackadaisical. They took a few chances, got a little bit cute. And I'm telling you, you're playing with fire. You let Marymount back in, then all they have to do is win the fourth set, and it's all even again.
So many service errors in the clutch right now for Marymount, just letting Palo Alto off the hook. And this is not the time to do it. This is their last stand. If Marymount doesn't make a stand now, Palo Alto will be state champions.
It's the same situation we had in the D2 championship. Palo Alto up 2 and only 8 points away from a sweep and a state title. Williams off the hands, back set. Caroline
Martin really starting to step up her game. Only 5'9", but she plays so much bigger than that. She's got a great leaping ability. She gets up.
Look at that. Look at the service errors. 11 service errors by Marymount and now 6 for Palo Alto.
Wow. Yeah, that's not going to get it done. You got to keep the ball in the court.
It's a state final, man. We're talking about the #1 team in California in Marymount, the #12 team in Palo Alto. It's the most important match of your lives.
They're just being a little bit too aggressive.
Service errors. Wagenbach. And there's Koopy.
How quick was that? Quick arm, quick explosion. That set, not necessarily very high, but Coupe comes in and explodes, just sizzling it right in the middle, between the middle blocker and that outside hitter.
And Koopy's up to 10 kills, so you have Wade with 14, Koopy with 10, and Martin's got 8. And Edwards picks up another. Oh, that ball was in. I hate to say it, but that ball was in by 6 inches. That ball wasn't close to being out.
Yeah, that's tough. I don't know how you missed that one.
I can't see it on that replay. And then a service error by Palo Alto. All right, so it evens out, no blood. It's like when a soccer team plays the ball out of bounds because they know it really shouldn't be their possession. 20-20. We're all good now. We're all level. Everybody leave it behind. Wade couldn't do anything with it. Big opportunity here. Edwards on the slide off the hands. 21-20, Marymount. Another kill for Edwards. And she's got to be getting close to 10 as well. She's at 8.
Well, the time is now. It's going to come down to the wire. Marymount couldn't get a little lead there. Now they're only 1 point up. This last set could come down to the wire.
Martin, and again, the set was less than perfect. Cross court, Moy McLaren dug by Bowles. Off the hands. Kept alive. Stepping in was Whitson. Wade down the line. And it's in, it's on the line. And Marymount can't believe it.
Wow. Let's see if we can see here on the replay.
It's gonna come right at you. Is it in?
Ooh, I think that ball might have been out. That's 2 calls right there that, whew.
It both went Paly's way, by the way. Yep. 21-21, they're 4 points away from the state title, but Wade misses badly. And now Marymount leads 22-21. Marymount fighting for their lives right now, fighting for their reputation. They just beat Los Alamitos, the #1 team in the state, in the semifinals. They're trying not to get swept. Wade, better arm swing.
Yeah, you're right, Waddy. If Palo Alto watched that last match, they know that they need to seal this thing up right now and go home. Maddie Wade with a nice angle. No one's going to touch that one.
17 kills for Wade. Dane, the only thing I can imagine worse than losing the state final is leading 2-0 and losing the state final. How do you ever get that out of your mind? Free ball here for Palo Alto. Then go in front. Tipped and covered by Edwards. Another free ball for Palo Alto. Back row attack. Kupi. Covered nicely. Manon is hot right now. They got to go to her.
She's been strong all match long. Tooling the block out of bounds. That seems to be her signature shot.
Manon's got 10 kills.
2 points away.
23-22, Marymount. Trying to delay the execution. And a double hit on Palo Alto, and now it's set point for Marymount. And Palo Alto, I'm telling you, they've lost mental focus. They're making all kinds of mistakes.
Yeah, but that was odd, that call. It kind of came out of nowhere. That was a very strange call. I guess a double contact, but some of the sets I've seen, not even close.
That's 3 times that Whitson's been called for that.
I don't know. Maybe she's not happy. Darlene Taylor's probably not happy with the ball. Maybe staying in her hands too long. I'm not real sure. Maybe it's something with her release. But the ball came out pretty well. And I think it caught everyone off guard. Everyone on the court was kind of surprised. If you can see the calls made right there. But look at even Marymount. They're still playing because they don't know what could have happened. And then boom, it's a double contact.
24-22. The Marymount kids are on their feet. Obviously a Christine Martin fan right there. There are the twins. Lauren Greskovich Fuller and her twin sister, Manon. A lot of pressure now on Kimmy Whitson, the setter for Palo Alto. Got to tighten things up here. Set point. Paly must convert. Coop. Blocked by Williams. Williams started celebrating that play before it was over, but it ends seconds later. Marymount survives. We go to 4. Palo Alto, you were warned. 25-22 Marymount, but Palo Alto still leads 2-1.